I don't think about it. I sometimes think when I was a little kid and I used to hang out with my grandfather who was in his 90s, and I thought, Jesus, who the hell would want to live this long?
Welcome back to our channel. Clint Eastwood, a living Hollywood icon who has captivated millions of viewers worldwide with his tough, stoic, yet deeply emotional characters. But the surprising truth is, behind that strong exterior, he has faced countless challenges throughout his life. From a boy growing up in a working-class family, enduring a turbulent childhood, to becoming one of the legends of world cinema. Even at the age of 94, he hasn't slowed down. And what's even more intriguing is that Clint's love life is just as captivating, with relationships spanning decades that he only revealed as he approached his later years. But that's not all. How is Clint living now? What luxurious homes does he reside in? And what drove a man who once considered leaving Hollywood to continue conquering the big screen even in his 90s? Join us as we explore the lesser-known aspects of Clint Eastwood's life and career. A legend not only for his roles, but also for the colorful and challenging life he has overcome. Early life. Clint Eastwood was born on May 31, 1930, at St. Francis Memorial Hospital in San Francisco. From the very first moment, he made an impression on the nurses with his birth weight exceeding 11 pounds, earning him the nickname Samson, a nod to the hidden strength within him. Clint was the eldest son of Ruth Runner and Clinton Eastwood Sr., who had a complex heritage of English, Irish, Scottish, and Dutch descent. His family lineage is also tied to American history, as he is a 12th-generation descendant of William Bradford, one of the passengers on the Mayflower, a symbol of the early settlers in America. But Clint's childhood was far from smooth. Due to his father's constantly changing jobs, the Eastwood family moved multiple times throughout the 1930s. Each move required Clint to adapt to new environments, from schools to friends. However, in 1940, the family found a more permanent home in Piedmont, California. This was a fairly prosperous area, and the Eastwood family's home reflected that, with a swimming pool and material comforts. Yet, despite the outward appearance of luxury, the reality was that Clint struggled to find interest in academics. At school, Clint stood out not for his academic achievements, but for his rebellious nature. He was held back due to poor grades and had to attend summer classes to catch up with his peers. Mischievous acts, such as writing offensive comments on report cards or burning effigies on the school grounds, led to Clint being expelled from Piedmont High School. This forced him to transfer to Oakland Technical High School, where he also lacked motivation for academics. While teachers saw potential in Clint's acting skills and encouraged him to participate in school plays, he was far more interested in personal pursuits like cars, sports, and playing the piano. In 1951, when the Korean War broke out, Clint Eastwood was drafted into the military and served at Fort Ord in California. Instead of combat assignments, he was tasked with working as a lifeguard at the base. During this time, Clint experienced a life-changing incident when his plane crashed, forcing an emergency landing in the Pacific Ocean. Clint and the pilot had to swim for hours to survive the crash, an experience that made him tougher and more resilient. In addition, Clint's teenage years were a period in which he took on various jobs to make a living. He worked as a lifeguard, delivered newspapers, served as a grocery clerk, and even worked as a caddy at a golf course. Despite the challenges he faced, these jobs helped Clint develop practical skills, from dealing with people to building patience in the workplace. Career beginnings and Hollywood success. After completing his military service at Fort Ord, California, Clint Eastwood began his tentative steps into the glamorous world of Hollywood. However, like many young actors, Clint faced numerous challenges at the start of his career. Without major opportunities, he was cast in minor roles that didn't offer much prominence. Films such as Revenge of the Creature, 1955, a B-movie monster film, and Tarantula, 1955, a sci-fi film with a simple plot, only gave Clint small, insignificant roles with few lines. While these works didn't allow him to make a lasting impression, they served as a foundation, helping him familiarize himself with the harsh world of cinema and gain valuable acting experience. His first big break came in 1959 when he was cast as Rowdy Yates in the television Western series Rawhide. This show not only launched Clint into the spotlight, making him a familiar face to American audiences, but also provided him with the opportunity to immerse himself in the world of Hollywood television. Rawhide ran from 1959 to 1965 with over 200 episodes, during which Clint became one of the standout stars of the small screen. The role of Rowdy Yates, a young, strong, and daring cowboy, won over the hearts of viewers. However, for Clint, this was just one step in his journey to find more challenging and significant roles. At the age of 30, Clint felt he no longer suited the image of a young, inexperienced man. He needed a character with more depth and complexity. Although Rawhide brought him commercial success, he quickly grew tired of the demanding work schedule and the repetitive nature of the show's content. For Clint, the character of Rowdy Yates lacked the challenge and uniqueness needed for him to further develop his acting career. The true turning point in Clint Eastwood's life came in the mid-1960s when he accepted an offer to star in Sergio Leone's spaghetti western trilogy. This series of films, including A Fistful of Dollars, 1964, For a Few Dollars More, 1965, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, 1966, marked a significant transformation in Clint's career. His portrayal of the man with no name, a mysterious, cold, and decisive gunslinger, turned Clint into an international star. This character was vastly different from the traditional American cowboy archetype. The man with no name wasn't the ideal hero, but a complex figure, both good and bad, ruthless, yet deeply human. This set a new standard for how cowboy heroes were portrayed on screen. The Dollars trilogy not only achieved commercial success, but also became a cultural icon. Its harsh desert landscapes, thrilling action sequences, and intense confrontations between characters helped the trilogy become a masterpiece of the spaghetti western genre. Clint Eastwood, with his steely gaze, minimal facial expressions, and laconic acting style, created a legendary cowboy figure, unlike anything audiences had seen before. With these films, Clint transcended his television star status and emerged as an international movie star. However, Clint's career didn't stop at the cowboy genre. In the early 1970s, he continued to solidify his status with the Dirty Harry film series, where he played Harry Callahan, a rough and tough San Francisco cop unafraid to use violence to punish criminals. Harry Callahan, also known as Dirty Harry, became the quintessential anti-hero. He wasn't a conventional upright officer of the law, but rather someone willing to break the rules to serve justice. This role further reinforced Clint's image as a symbol of toughness and masculinity. Dirty Harry, 1971, was a massive success both commercially and culturally, sparking a new wave of police and crime films. This character redefined a new generation of anti-heroes in American cinema, and Clint's portrayal of Harry Callahan became a pop culture icon. Subsequent films like Magnum Force, 1973, The Enforcer, 1976, Sudden Impact, 1983, and The Dead Pool, 1988, continued to assert Clint's dominance in the action film genre. Both the Dollars trilogy and Dirty Harry transformed Clint Eastwood into one of the most famous and influential actors of his era. However, for Clint, these roles were just the beginning of a long journey filled with challenges and creativity. He didn't want to be just a great actor. He also aimed to prove himself as a talented director. Later, Clint would go on to achieve this ambition, earning acclaim as a director with multiple Oscar-winning films that have become classics of world cinema, pinnacle of directing career and prestigious awards. With a profound and nuanced ability to tell stories through visual imagery, Clint Eastwood gradually became a distinguished director. After achieving success in acting, Clint turned his attention to directing, a pivotal moment in his career. It wasn't by chance that he went on to win numerous prestigious awards, including 2 Academy Awards for Best Director. One of the early standout works that marked Clint's success as a director was Unforgiven, 1992, a Western film in which he not only directed but also starred. With Unforgiven, Clint redefined the traditional Western genre. Instead of portraying heroic cowboy archetypes, this film offered a more profound look at violence, remorse, and the cost of past actions. The main character, William Money, is a former assassin haunted by his past sins, and Unforgiven skillfully delves into his inner turmoil against the backdrop of the rugged American West. The film was not only a commercial success, but also received widespread critical acclaim, winning 4 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director for Clint Eastwood. Clint didn't stop there. He continued to captivate both audiences and critics with Million Dollar Baby, 2004. The film tells the deeply emotional story of a young, passionate female boxer trained by an aging boxing coach played by Clint himself. Million Dollar Baby is not just a sports story, but a powerful lesson about humanity, sacrifice, and the meaning of life. With minimalist storytelling, focusing on the psychological development of the characters, Clint created a poignant and emotionally rich masterpiece. The film earned him 2 more Oscars, once again for Best Director and Best Picture. Through these 2 works, Clint solidified his status not only as a top actor, but also as a world-class director, with a distinct and powerful style. Clint Eastwood's directing style is highly regarded for its simplicity yet profound impact. He often focuses on the emotions of his characters, exploring themes of inner struggle and how people confront life's hardships. Instead of relying on lengthy dialogues, Clint lets the visuals and the actions of the characters tell the story. This approach gives his films a quiet strength, evoking strong emotions without resorting to dramatic lines. He is also known for his swift and efficient work ethic, often shooting scenes in just a few takes, emphasizing authenticity and natural performances. Not only did Clint Eastwood succeed in the films he starred in, but he also made a powerful impression with the projects he directed without appearing on screen. Mystic River, 2003, is a prime example. This crime drama revolves around the story of 3 childhood friends whose lives are torn apart by a tragedy, leaving emotional scars that never heal. The exceptional performances by the cast, combined with Clint's subtle directing style, earned Mystic River numerous prestigious awards and nominations, including an Oscar. Another notable work is Letters from Iwo Jima, 2006, a war film that recounts the famous battle on the island of Iwo Jima from the perspective of Japanese soldiers, a fresh and deeply human approach. With Letters from Iwo Jima, Clint demonstrated that his directing talents extended beyond American stories, exploring the complex dimensions of war and humanity in other cultures. The film received widespread acclaim and earned an Oscar nomination for Best Foreign Language Film. Clint Eastwood is one of the rare directors able to sustain creativity and influence over multiple decades. His films not only impress on a technical level, but also deliver profound humanistic lessons that touch the hearts of audiences. With over 30 films as a director, Clint has become one of the greatest names in cinema, not only because of his illustrious acting career, but also for his ability to create authentic works of art through his lens. Personal life and romantic relationships. If Clint Eastwood's career on the silver screen has been a dazzling journey of achievements and prestigious awards, his love life has been far more complex, filled with ups and downs, and not without controversy. Clint is not only a Hollywood star, but also a man known for his diverse and often controversial relationships, having fathered 8 children with 6 different women. Clint's first marriage was to Margaret Neville Johnson in 1953. The two met through a blind date and quickly married afterward. Margaret was known as the woman who stood by Clint through the tough early years of his career when he was still an unknown actor. In the beginning, their marriage seemed stable, but as Clint entered the world of Hollywood with its many temptations, things grew more complicated. Although their marriage lasted over 30 years, it was constantly threatened by Clint's extramarital affairs. One of the most well-known of these affairs was with Roxanne Tunis, a stuntwoman Clint met in 1959. Their relationship lasted 14 years, from 1959 to 1973, and during that time, Roxanne gave birth to Clint's daughter Kimber in 1964. What's notable is that Clint's fatherhood with Roxanne remained a secret for many years. It wasn't until Kimber grew older and became aware of her origins that this story became public. The relationship between Clint and Roxanne was kept quiet, but was deeply passionate. And later, at the age of 93, Clint publicly admitted that Roxanne Tunis was the true love of his life. This revelation came as a major surprise to many fans, as most believed that Sandra Locke, Clint's famous partner throughout the 1970s and 1980s, was the most important woman in his life. Sandra Locke entered Clint Eastwood's life in 1972 when they collaborated on the film The Outlaw Josie Wales. The two quickly developed a romantic relationship that lasted over a decade, but it ultimately ended in bitterness. Sandra Locke publicly criticized Clint for deceit and breaking promises made between them. Their relationship came to an end in 1989, culminating in a series of lawsuits and legal battles against Clint, including allegations from Sandra that he had pressured her into having an abortion. This legal struggle dragged on for years, with Sandra repeatedly criticizing Clint in interviews, making their relationship a hot topic in the media. While Sandra Locke was the most controversial relationship in Clint's life, his romance with Roxanne Tunis remained the one Clint considered most memorable. Even though they had parted ways long ago, Clint always held feelings for Roxanne and stayed in touch until her passing in 2023. This relationship serves as a testament to the complexity and depth of Clint's love life, where he maintained bonds with the women who passed through his life, regardless of how their relationships ended. Clint Eastwood's love life was also linked to many other relationships, including his romance with actress Frances Fisher. Their relationship began in the early 1990s, and they had a daughter, Francesca Eastwood, born in 1993. Frances Fisher, a talented actress, and Clint shared a relatively peaceful and less scandalous relationship compared to his previous romances. However, this relationship lasted only until the mid-1990s and ended amicably. Around the same time, Clint was involved with flight attendant Jocelyn Reeves. The couple had two children together, Scott Eastwood, born in 1986, and Catherine Eastwood, born in 1988. Scott Eastwood followed in his father's footsteps and became a successful actor, often speaking openly about his father's influence on his acting career. Although Clint did not publicly acknowledge his relationship with Jocelyn Reeves at the time, he always made an effort to maintain a good relationship with his children, supporting them in both their personal lives and careers. Despite his complex romantic relationships, Clint Eastwood always made an effort to maintain close connections with his children. Many of them followed in his footsteps into the entertainment industry, such as Scott and Allison Eastwood. Allison, Clint's daughter from his marriage to Margaret, is also a talented actress and director. The relationship between Clint and his children reflects his dedication as a father, ensuring that, despite his many turbulent romances and marriages, he remained a devoted parent who continuously supported them in their lives. The passing of Roxanne Tunis in 2023 was a significant shock for Clint. Although they had parted ways long ago, Clint and Roxanne remained close for many years. Her death left him feeling a profound sense of loss, and he openly admitted that Roxanne was the true love of his life, an emotional and surprising statement for many fans. Clint Eastwood's romantic saga didn't end there. After many complicated relationships, Clint found stability with Christina Sandera, with whom he began dating in 2014. Christina was a manager at the Mission Ranch Hotel where the two met, and their relationship lasted for several years. Christina not only became Clint's life partner, but also a strong support system for him in both his personal and professional life. However, this relationship came to an abrupt end when Christina passed away suddenly in July 2024 at the age of 61 due to a heart attack. Clint shared that she was a kind and loving woman, and her death left him with deep sorrow. It was a great loss for Clint, who now had to navigate life without his beloved partner. Clint Eastwood's personal and romantic life reflects a man of intense passions and emotions, but also one with a complex and deeply human side. Though he experienced many relationships, love, and even contentious legal battles, Clint continues to maintain a strong and resilient image, not just on the silver screen, but also in his personal life. Current life and health. While many might think that Clint Eastwood has passed the peak of his career and is perhaps enjoying a peaceful retirement, he continues to lead an active lifestyle, relentlessly pursuing his passion for filmmaking. A significant part of his life at this stage includes the impressive real estate assets he has accumulated over the course of his successful career. Clint Eastwood owns an enviable portfolio of properties, with homes spread across California, Idaho, and Hawaii. One of his favorite places is his home in Carmel by the Sea, a picturesque coastal town in California. This house is not only an ideal retreat, but also a symbol of his love for nature and classic architecture. Clint chose Carmel as his residence for many years, and in 1986, he even served as the town's mayor, showcasing his commitment to the local community. Carmel represents more than just a home for Clint. It's where he finds peace amid the bustling pace of Hollywood life. In addition to Carmel, Clint also owns a stunning estate in Pebble Beach, where he spends much of his time enjoying the breathtaking scenery and tranquil lifestyle. This mansion, located on over 4.7 acres of land, features traditional Spanish-style architecture, exuding classic elegance and luxury. With a large pool, lush gardens, and magnificent ocean views, it's a place where Clint can completely relax and reconnect with nature after working on intense film projects. Not stopping at California, Clint Eastwood also owns a home in Sun Valley, Idaho, a location famous for its breathtaking mountain views and ski resorts. The house in Sun Valley has a modern design while maintaining a close connection with nature. It serves as a peaceful retreat for Clint, offering an escape from the spotlight. In addition, he owns a sleek modern mansion in Bel Air, Los Angeles, characterized by refined and contemporary architecture. Each of these homes reflects Clint's taste and unique aesthetic, showing that he is not only a talented filmmaker but also has a keen eye for choosing living spaces. Despite being in his 90s, Clint maintains an active lifestyle that few at his age can match. He frequently makes public appearances, from film premieres to cultural and charitable events. Astonishingly, even at 94, Clint continues his work as a director, a testament to his unrelenting passion and love for cinema. His most recent project, Juror Number 2, is anticipated to be the final film of his illustrious career. This courtroom psychological drama is expected to be a memorable farewell from one of the greatest directors in the history of cinema. Clint Eastwood's presence at public events not only attests to his good health but also highlights his enduring optimism and enthusiasm. Recently, Clint attended the Reasons for Hope event alongside renowned conservationist Jane Goodall, another icon of dedication and love for nature. During the conversation with Jane Goodall, Clint appeared with a radiant smile, demonstrating that, despite his advanced age, he remains full of energy and zest for life. Their discussion went beyond their respective achievements, focusing on their shared belief in the importance of protecting the environment and the planet. Although Clint no longer participates in many film projects as an actor, he continues to have a significant influence in Hollywood through the films he directs. With over 50 years of dedication to the film industry, in roles ranging from actor to director and producer, Clint has built an irreplaceable legacy. His career is not just about the films he's made, but also about his relentless commitment to creativity, regardless of age. Clint Eastwood's health has been a topic of concern for fans, especially after he was absent from the public eye for over 450 days in 2022 and early 2023. This sparked rumors about his health condition. However, Clint's recent appearance dispelled these concerns. He remains fit, adhering to a healthy diet and regular exercise routine that he has maintained for many years. Clint is known for his protein-rich, low-fat diet and his focus on keeping his cholesterol levels low, a critical part of safeguarding his health, especially after his father passed away from heart disease. At 94, Clint Eastwood continues to write the story of his life. Not only is he a legend in the film industry, but he also serves as proof that age is just a number when you still have passion and goals to pursue. With his unwavering spirit and undiminished enthusiasm, Clint remains an inspiration to millions of fans around the world. Clint Eastwood's legacy. Clint Eastwood is not only a cinematic legend with countless iconic roles and renowned films, but also a symbol of perseverance and determination over more than 6 decades in the entertainment industry. What sets Clint apart from many other stars is his ability to maintain his influence and leave a lasting mark throughout Hollywood's ever-changing landscape, from his early days to the present. At 94, Clint Eastwood continues to work, still directing, and more importantly, still inspiring younger generations. Looking back, it's not just his blockbuster successes on screen or in the director's chair that define his legacy, but his unyielding spirit in the face of challenges. For Clint, overcoming all limits related to age, health, and personal challenges has become an integral part of who he is. Throughout the years, Clint has maintained a serious and focused work ethic, despite having achieved every pinnacle of fame and recognition that an actor and director could desire. He has stayed true to a simple lifestyle and a grounded filmmaking philosophy, never allowing himself to be consumed by the pressures of age or public expectations. It is this humility and perseverance that have enabled him to sustain a long-lasting career and remain an enduring figure in the hearts of audiences worldwide. Clint Eastwood's greatest legacy lies not only in the films he has acted in or directed, but in his steadfastness and ability to adapt to the times. He has continuously evolved, from a young cowboy to a powerful director, and ultimately a symbol of endurance. The values he has imparted, not just through his cinematic works, but through his approach to life and work, will forever inspire future generations. Despite the many upheavals in Clint's life, ranging from controversial relationships to the inevitable decline in health with age, he has proven that age cannot stifle creativity or diminish a passion for the arts. Every film Clint has made represents a journey into the human experience, where he continually seeks to explore and express the deepest aspects of character, emotion, and internal conflict. Clint Eastwood's career and life will remain an endless source of inspiration for filmmakers, actors, and audiences around the world. At 94, Clint continues to create, and that enduring spirit will live on through the vast cinematic legacy he has left behind. That's the story we wanted to share with you today. If you found this story interesting, please like and share the video with friends who share your passion for exploring the lives of legendary Hollywood icons. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any stories about your favorite personalities. See you in the next video.